Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're in a different spot. Let me know if you guys like it down below. Today I am reviewing the Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Foundation. So this review is going to be a little bit more different because my makeup is already done. I've been wearing this foundation here for like almost 2 hours, and I already worn it last week for like almost like more than 10 hours. So I'm gonna give you guys a review, but you're also going to see me talk and I'll have things playing for you. So if you like to see and hear my thoughts on Urban Decay's latest foundation, please keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can be part of my YouTube family. Don't forget to hit the like button to let me know if you like this video. Also hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I post up a new video, which is usually once a week. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so Urban Decay released a new foundation. From what I know, Urban Decay before this foundation had two foundations. It had the naked, like kind of glowy foundation. They had the all-nighter. They still have the all-nighter, but they're taking away the naked weightless one and they're replacing it with the Stay Naked. So that's the teases, just to let you know. So this foundation comes in 50 shades and you get 1 fluid ounce for $53, which is the standard size for foundation. So that's really good. For 50 shades is really good. They have a pretty decent shade range, like from when I'm looking at Sephora. And what they have done differently with this foundation is that they have designed 9 intensities, 3 master tones, and 7 undertones. So there is 9 different categories for the skin for the shade intensity. Then within that 9, they've done 3 master tones, and within those 3 master tones, there are 7 undertones. So they're really out here trying to make sure everybody finds their shade. So my shade is I'm in the 90. I'm in the 9th in a shade intensity, and mine is an ultra deep neutral with neutral undertones. And they also came out with a concealer, which I believe is almost the same concept with the 9 shade tones and the 3 master tones and the 7 undertones. And the concealer is $38. So you can definitely buy both and try out both. I didn't. I just got a sample of the foundation, which you guys know. So let's talk about the specs about this foundation. The foundation is a vegan buildable medium coverage liquid foundation with real skin matte finish that lasts up to 24 hours. Of course, it's a liquid foundation. It is for normal, dry, combination, and oily skin. And they claim that this foundation is waterproof and long wearing. It makes the foundation feel like second skin thanks to its breathable formula. It feels better and looks better with the Stay True color, which minimizes the appearance of pores. So let's get into it. First off, when I went into the store and I saw the bottle, the packaging is pretty cool. It's plastic, and then it's like a lightweight plastic. So if you're a klutz, this might be like the perfect thing for you because you might not break it. But if you want like luxury, then this is not it. Which, you know, I have the other Urban Decay foundation and that's plastic as well, and it doesn't bug me as much. Yeah, and it has like a weird dip. I'll post a photo up on the screen. But it has like a weird dip inside, and the cap is like gold, and it says like UD on the side. So it's a really cute packaging. It's also a very thin foundation, comes with a pump, so that's a really good thing. And like they're really making sure they're including everybody's shade here. So when I was picking out my shade, I used my Sephora Color IQ because usually it's bright, but it matched me to 90 and N. Another shade I believe I could have worked with was 90 WO, which was with a peachy undertone. The shade I could work with was 90 WR, which was warm with a rich undertone. And that's kind of like cool that I can kind of go between shades, but I think I prefer like if it's a neutral with a slight like red undertone. That's perfect for me because I do have a slight red undertone, like I said in my last foundation review. Right now, looking in my mirror, it matches me pretty well. Okay, I'm probably gonna stick with this shade and not like move. I'm like so far loving the foundation. So the foundation is not a liquidy foundation. It's not a runny consistency. It's pretty thick. It does not run on your hand. Like, it's a pretty thick foundation. So the fact that it says it's for all skin types is kind of like making me go, I don't think so, because it is pretty thick. Like, it's not as thick as the all-nighter. All-nighter is like thick, like that is spackle. All-nighter is like spackle. This one is not like spackle. That's a good way to compare it. Like, it's more fluid than all-nighter, but it's still a thick consistency. So let me tell you guys like how it works for me. So when I wore this foundation, I wore it last week Saturday because I was at work. I had a 9-hour shift, so I had that foundation on for like literally more than 10 hours. I used my NYX Angel Veil primer. The foundation blends out really easily. I blended out one side of my face with a brush and the other side with my face with a beauty blender, and I applied the foundation before I blended it out, and it did not dry down. It wasn't difficult to blend. I was kind of like with ease, and you're like, oh, okay, cool, which I love, because when foundation dries too fast, you basically have to work really fast to blend it out. But I want to take my time to like really blend it, mesh it into my skin. So I really like that. I basically kept my routine the same, because when I'm trying out new foundation, I really don't change much, because I want to see how it's gonna wear on my skin. So when I initially applied the foundation, the first thing, which was around 12:10, so what I realized was my skin looked good, and it was a matte. Like, it looks really good right now. It was like flawless. I was like, the heck, like that is amazing. What I did realize, which I can kind of see today, is there's a little faintness settling in my laugh lines, and then there was a little build-up at the side of my nose. Today, not so much. Like, it's not so much of a build-up at the side of my nose, but when I wore it last week, I was like, I don't really like that. Sometimes foundation just, finds its way right here, and I could see like my laugh lines are noticeable to me. You guys can even see it on camera. Like, it's like right over here. Like, it's not cute. It feels very lightweight on the face. It does not feel heavy at all. It doesn't feel like you're wearing foundation, which is weird, because it's a medium coverage, which you can definitely build this foundation to a full coverage, 110%. Also in the demo, I showed you guys me applying a concealer with the foundation. I didn't set my entire face. I just set underneath my eyes and my T-zone and my nose, because that's where now I'm setting my concealer and where I get most oily. I didn't set underneath my jaw or anything. So I also show you guys me applying my Fenty bronzer, my Anastasia blush, and my Maybelline highlight, just to see like how my other products worked with the foundation, because that was important. Because if I didn't set my entire face, you're hoping for like a skip or whatever, and the foundation dries immediately. Like, it is not tacky at all. So when I wore it last week, I looked at my face like during my break, which was around 3:30, and my pores did not look emphasized. My pores doesn't even look emphasized now. Like, it looks smooth. A little oil did come through. Oils always come through for me, but it wasn't a lot of oil where I was like, oh my gosh, like my nose was shiny. It was like, oh, my oils are just starting to come through, just starting. So that's really good. Well, that's like 3 hours and like 15 minutes into it. So it didn't settle further into my eyes. So the longer I wore it, it kind of stayed the same with the laugh lines and the side of the nose, and nothing. There was no fading, there was no transferring. It just looked literally how I applied it when I left my house, and when I went on my break is how my face was. So after I worked my long butt off and I came home, so I took off my makeup around 11:40 because I was tired and I wanted to take my makeup off. And at that point, it was like almost like I wore it for 11 hours. My skin still looked good. Like, it was like beautiful, and I was like, the heck, that's so weird, because like usually by 11 hours my face is like looking all types of crazy. So my skin looked really good. The oil did come through, but it was almost like a controllable amount. I was able to fix really easily. It didn't like break apart on my nose like some foundations. When my oils do come through, it starts to break through and it has to like kind of like break the foundation apart. That did not happen at all with this foundation. Like nothing. Like my nose, like yeah, it was oily, but it was almost like my Fenty where my nose was oily, but like the foundation was still sitting there perfect. So if I blotted, it was like my skin was perfect again, which was like cool. I enjoy that. There was no fading that I noticed, but there was transferring, but the transferring was literally only where my oils have came through. So like my forehead, the sides of my cheeks here, and my nose, because my jaw, there was nothing. It was like perfect. So I'm gonna say that if you are combination oily, you're going to enjoy this foundation. If you're dry skin and you still want a matte foundation, prep your skin according to your skin type. If you have dry skin, please put a hydrating primer on. So hydrate your skin, prep your skin really well so there's always moisture in your face. I didn't set my face with a setting spray at all, so this is like my face with the foundation. So I would say if you're combo oily, you're gonna love this foundation because I freaking love this foundation. I'm totally going to buy it. If you're dry, I would say again, prep your skin really well. So the question, which I already answered, buy it or leave it. I'm buying it because it's literally a good foundation for like the summertime, maybe fall, when you go on vacation, you're going to like a hot weather. If it's long wearing and transfer proof, I wouldn't say it's comparable to the Estee Lauder because Estee Lauder is like up there with up there. But it's like coming up on Estee Lauder, but yeah, I say this foundation, buy it. If you want to see like thoughts on someone who's on a drier skin, check out Kathleen Light's video. That is everything on this foundation review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was a little bit better than my last one. Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell, which is right beside the subscribe button, okay? And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.